Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about horse shows. Open shows to be exact. Why I like open shows and how they're a little bit cheaper, better. That's just my personal opinion. Um, I don't go to breed shows. My horse isn't registered, so if you think those are the best, I wouldn't be able to know because I've never been to one. But I would love to. All my friends go to them and they do awesome. But they have amazing horses and they're amazing riders, so they deserve their placings. At open shows, there's usually it starts with English, usually goes to Western, and then ends with Speak. All my classes are always first thing in the morning because I write English. Um, Classes at my open shows usually range from $5 to $6, but if you pre-register, you usually get $1 off. So end up spending $4 a class, and I usually do 4 to 5 classes because there's not that many English classes. I mean, the showmanship is even smushed in with the Western sometimes, except for at fair. At fair, it's a separate class of its own. But in the English classes, I'm not in a very like Englishy area. Sorry. Um, it's a lot of like Western kids. So the kids in the English classes, maybe like 11 of them. So I mean, they're not really big classes. So if your horse picks up all its leads and you get all your diagonals, you're definitely gonna place. Um, if you pre-register, yeah, you get a cheaper price. And some open shows they have like an all-day price, which usually ranges from like 30 to 45, depending on where you're showing. Like that's how much it is in my area. It might be different in your area, but it's cheaper for me to just pay for each individual class because I only do 4 to 5 classes, so it's kind of ridiculous. Instead of paying 16, I'd have to pay 30, and that's just not a good deal for me. But it might be for you if you do the English and the Western, or you do Western and Speed. I mean, it's your personal choice. You gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. Um, there's always like, I don't know in my area, but there's always like less people at open shows. I don't know if like the word doesn't get out, because I know like 4-H, they have like the clubs go, and there's not usually like too many other people that come. Um, so you always get a better placing. Well, it depends on how you and your horse act, but you definitely have a better chance of getting placed. Like the costume class I was in, there was only 2 kids, and I got second, but no one has to know, right? I mean, your friends weren't at the show with you. You could say there was 27 people in the class and 3 of them dropped it. I mean, they're not gonna know if they're not horse people. Um, I prefer open shows. I can bring my friends with me that are riding, and we can watch each other's classes, kind of help each other out. Like I know at fair, um, a lot of my friends were there this year, and if I needed something, they were there for me, or if they wanted to go get food, we could go get food together. So, open shows are a great idea if you're just starting out, or you have friends that are on horses and they want to start out with showing. Take them to some open shows and let them get the feel of it. I mean, it's not as like competitive at where I show, but you still compete. The judges usually, if it's a small class, they usually like tell you things or they make you point things out on your horse, like 3 different parts of your horse. Um, the equitation classes, they might not have a pattern, but they might make you do individual tests. Like at one show I was in, we had to canter circle around the judge and do a 180-degree turn in the forehand. So I messed it up. I did a 90-degree turn. The numbers get kind of confused in my head when I'm riding, so I still placed like 6th in the class, I think. So I didn't do too bad. Ugh. But I really enjoy open shows. Um, I would definitely recommend them to anyone who's just starting out showing or is looking for more shows. They're like all over the place. Um, there's different ones. I mean, I know there's jumper open shows and hunter open shows, and then there's like 4-H shows. A lot of them are open. but I would check to see first before you actually go to the show, because some 4-H shows are closed shows, which means you can only go if you're in the 4-H club. So I would also recommend that. Go join a 4-H club. They're a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people, and the leaders are always super nice. I've never had a bad leader. You learn tons of things. Like, we had a vet come out and teach us all stuff. So I would definitely recommend open shows and 4-H. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell your friends, subscribe, and have a great day. Bye!